Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Friday at 4. I am Lady Krystal. Welcome. Notice there's a lot of purple going on. I don't know if anyone is here from Twitter. Welcome. But I did mention getting an awesome new accessory. I'm trying to change my light so you can see better. Because even the lights are purple, hair purple, contacts purple, earrings purple, and controller. It looks kind of bluish in the light, but trust me, this is the official Sony Galactic Purple controller, and I'm excited about it. I knew as soon as the PS5 came out, and I'm like, you know what? I can't wait to have a purple controller for that. And everyone's like, no, they won't make one. So I managed to find one at Best Buy. So yeah. So let's get started. So this is my original character, Krystal Moui, and she is currently. And sorry, there's some noise coming from my controller. Okay. I maxed her out as a bard, but I have her as a dark knight because I want her maxed out as that as well. And if you notice, she is also, let me get in the light here with her, very much purple, everything. The most purple tank you've ever seen. It's just amazing. Alright. Cool. So, I'm just gonna get going here. Now, there's a quest over here. So, last night, I was up so late last night, playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm gonna show y'all, like, I've had this character since 2015, and I've tried my hand at so many different, classes, and jobs, and just so you see all of these. Anything that's not grayed out, I've tried, at least for a little bit. So, and you see some I barely touched. Like this one I did from scratch was a healer, which let me tell you, it's not. I am not the best healer. I try. If it's a very low level dungeon, I'll do it. Sage, I just unlocked, and I don't know have any XP as a sage because I don't remember doing it. Dark Knight, I love that pink class. It's my favorite. Well, yeah, and she maxed out as a bard. So anyway, I say that to say that last night. Oh, I didn't. That's just the ones you can fight with. These are the crafting classes I've tried, which is just a few. But I was like, culinarian was one of the lowest. It wasn't even in the double digits. So I just put on the gear set last night, and all of a sudden a random player comes through and they're like, hey, do you want a class on crafting? And I'm like, why not? I don't know what the hell I'm doing, you know? And they were so cool about it, and it gave me some awesome pointers. So I went from, I think maybe I was level 12 as a culinarian. Culinarian's like, think of like a cook, right? And you could basically make your own food buff and for yourself or other people or to sell. And yeah, so I went from like 12 and 21 in maybe an hour and change, maybe 2 hours. So, it was fun. But today, it is not about the crafting class. Maybe, or doing any crafting, because I do want to have like a max level of one of every single category. So, I have DPS, and hopefully soon I'll have a tank as well. But any event, let me get my food buff going. How's everyone's Friday? Alright, so just so y'all know, what I'm going to do now is this girl right here, she's the assistant of Hildebrand, the Gentleman Inspector. It's kind of a fun side quest, and I ran across it while I was, doing my culinarian thing. So I was like, let me hold this for the stream. Alright, so we're going to talk to Nashu. And you don't have to read this. I'll read this for you. So she's like, "Wow, it's Krystal. Nice to see you again." And she's like, "Is this serendipity? Well, that settles. You gotta help me find the inspector, because his ass is always getting lost or getting into something." It's true. And she's like, "Oh, I was hoping you'd silently agree." And she's like, she's trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. That's the thing. Somehow he finds himself getting just thrown into the air and cast off somewhere, and we gotta go look for his ass again, I'm sure. So she's thinking that this most recent time he got catapulted into the sky, that he's here in Ishgard. So she's just asking for our help to find him. And he is where there's a certain emote we got from him before. I thought I wrote that. Most gentlemanly. I'll zoom in so you can see. This is kind of cute. So I got that from one of his other quests. So, alright. So anyway, let's go talk to some people, see if we can find the inspector. So this merchant named Freen is like a gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Nah, can't say I've seen anybody like that. This is basically a marketplace, like a main street in Ishgard. So we're just asking around. So we have an apothecary. And she's like, "Oh, good day to you. You're looking for a gentlemanly Highlander?" I don't know what you're talking about, but Axe-Mistress Elise, she's pretty much in charge, unofficially, of this area. I'm talking to Norlays, who's an armorer, and she's like, "So my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but none of them are really gentlemanly, like you say." She should know what's going on. She kind of greeted, one of the first people who greeted us when we entered Ishgard, entered Ishgard as part of the second expansion, or the first, I should say, expansion, Heavensward. So she's just welcoming us. Like, "I remember you. Pretty cool." And she's like, "Gentlemanly Highlander?" She's like, I think that sounds familiar. So his assistant, now she rushes over. She's like, "You seen him?" She's like, "Oh, you must know him." She's like, "I don't know his name, but he is here by invitation of Lord Enmall. So it's rumored." And she's like, "Just ask him. He's probably at the banner." And our character is a ward of that house. Ishgard has 4 high houses. Think of them as, like, major, like, family bloodlines that are pretty prominent in their society. So we, way back in Heavensward, we became wards in one of the houses. So we always kind of had that tight bond there. They took us in when we were wanted, and we were falsely accused of regicide. Obviously, our names are clear. But anyways, we are going to go back to our home in Moui. And let's see. This is why I like this game. This person is just randomly dancing. And I'm gonna clap for them. Why? Because I can. And we will go checking into this house over here. Also, what else is purple is these little Starburst gummies. So the guard's like, "You require assistance?" bad. I forgot how true these were. Oh my god. So the knight is like, yeah, there is a guy that Lord Edmond is talking to. So now she's like, great, we found the inspector. So the knight, basically he's standing guard over the home. And he's like, their meeting should be ending shortly. You can just chill in the gazebo and wait for them to leave. And now she's like, aren't gazebos dangerous? Oh, no, you won't let them run them up. I don't think she knows what a gazebo is. Weird. She's like, if it wakes up, you have to protect me. And I'm like, she does not know what a gazebo is. Wow. If the gazebo wakes up. Alright then. So we're going to wait. This is the gazebo. Just in case any of y'all don't know, there's no shame. No shame. That's the gazebo. Right there. This little kind of outdoor covered area. Now, I know it's Final Fantasy and some stuff going on in Eorzea, but I don't think this is fitting to come to life. That's just... Oh my god. Now I'm like addicted now. Because those candies are good. They're like sour Starburst gummies that are passion fruit flavored. I like sour candy. And this is seltzer, because I'm thirsty. Now they play the waiting game. And now she's like, oh, that's gotta be the inspector. She's just running. I hope so. And Count Edmond is like, I can't imagine how arduous your journey must have been. This mystery person's like, truth be told, I found the brisk course on air, which is where they are. It's called courses. It's rather invigorating, stimulates the body and mind. And he's just like, we would not have accomplished so much, had he not been invigorated by this cold air. He's crazy. Cold makes me sleepy, so that does not do that for me. I don't know about you guys. So now she's like, there you are, Inspector. I'm looking all over for you. That is not the Inspector. That is Godbert. If you guys saw the Starlight Celebration episode of the stream, I'm pretty sure he was that saint for the Starlight Celebration. It was like, it's him him in a Santa suit. So anyway, so this is not him. This is the Inspector's daddy. And she's like, Lord Godbert, I thought... At least he got clothes on. And yes, I say that because, really, at least he has clothes on. He's in his stupid drawers or whatever. So he's like, Hildy's an Ishgard? And then someone yells, ha, I found you at last, heretic. What is this? You hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. And Count Edmond is like, what are you talking about? He's an old-on merchant at the behest of House Fortin. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. So this woman's like, a guest of the House Fortin? Then he couldn't possibly. She's like, hold up. I thought those were the two words. You see how weird he is? He's doing squats. And he still has little tiny ass shorts. It is cold here. It is snowing. And you see this man. So she's like, wait a minute. She's like, wait a minute. Those are the two words. Wait, they were acquitted by trial. Wait a minute. So, oh, man, what's going on? This part, she's confused. She's like, 1,000 apologies. I spoke out of turn. I'm stir. And as you guessed, I'm an inquisitor charged with investigating of the suspicious, heretical, and ritual. And he's like, ho ho ho, a heretic, you say? There's a passing resemblance to me. And she's like, yeah, rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. That's his son. That's the inspector. He's like, sounds like the spitting image of the inspector, but nah, she was the one in pink said. And she's like, wait, you know him? And we're like, yeah. Kind of with us. She's like, oh. And that's where Godbert's son. I guess our investigation are connected, so first reported sightings of a heretic I'm tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Let's go there. So basically she's just saying, listen, I guess he's not a heretic. I mean, maybe it's just under suspicion. We're not sure. And she's just like, you know what? I'll help you find him, and then we can get to the bottom of this. This is the most reasonable Inquisitor, I'm assuming, because I already played through Endwalker. Like, I completed the MSQ, so I think that's why. But when you first get here, Inquisitors were not reasonable at all. So. Alright, so we're gonna head somewhere called Falcon's Nest, which is north, I think. Ready to pop it in? Here? Is it? Check something. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so anyways, just had to check that. So we're gonna go to somewhere named Redwold in Falcon's Nest. So we're over here in XIV Foundation, and we're going over here. I could fly. You'll do that. So this is better. Redwold, I believe. Tesla, you okay, buddy? Oh, y'all have to see this gorgeous chocobo. Now that we're in an area you can see. Isn't he gorgeous? Look at that barding. It goes with his feathers. And just chilling. It was really cool. I think it was really awesome on him. Had to show that off. And he's like, alright, let's get going, girl. I believe we're gonna go back here. I think he's on the other side of these stairs, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so we're gonna talk to this guy. We helped him a lot too, especially in Heaven's Word. He runs this establishment here. He's the guy in charge. And he's like, oh, Mr. Moui, these are traveling companions. And he's like a mysterious, muscular vagabond. Yeah, our patrol sighted him lurking near Dusk Visual. That's one of the dungeons. He can't fight, y'all. He shouldn't be there. He was like thinking he might be a lost traveler. They called out to him, but instead of approaching, he ran away. He said, I'm surprised you even bothered coming out this way. That sight barely warranted a mention in my report. And Seer's like, ha, unmistakable scent of heresy. She needs to calm her ass down. She's going on a witch hunt. I love the look she's giving her, like, hold up. We just talked about this. He is not a heretic. He's just an idiot. Big difference. He's not trying to overthrow your society, lady. And she's like, oh, right, sorry. I hope you find your missing inspector, but I do confess there's a small desire that we unearth a bit of heresy. It's like one of those, like, really corrupt people, like, they have to find someone to blame or be guilty of, you know? And she's like, it's so bad our fundings are reduced, so the Inquisition operations are like under review because they're you know, obviously they're expensive. If you're going around, they're heretics, and then think all the time, the money, the expense just to, you know, pay and find people to investigate all these supposed heretics. And there's been like centuries of like BS accusations at this point that maybe they should go. Maybe they do need to, you know, find other work, because they're at this point they're just trying to find guilty parties. They're going on witch hunts just to justify the need for an inquisitor. Like, no, nobody's trying to be a heretic. Like, y'all get along with dragons now. You don't need like a heretic before was like anyone who was nice to a dragon. If you didn't hate dragons, you're like, oh, so you side with them. But they're over that now, so I don't know what their point is anymore. Their whole belief system has changed, so who knows. Alright, so Redwald is like, listen, I really don't think that guy's a heretic because he ran away. He seems a little aloof. And she's like, alright, we're going to actually go there where you last saw them. So that's what we're going to do. She wants to find a heretic so bad. So we're going to go to the Dusk Vigil and see if he's there. But speaking of that, I wonder... I could just... Oh, there's no teleporting over there. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna fly to the northwest. And get to see this lovely fella in action. Sort of fly through this cold ass region and see if we can find this inspector. So I'm gonna have a candy. 1 sec. Doesn't he look cool? We're almost there. I'm going to start my descent. Try it though. Get some glittery ground there in a good way. We're just having a look around. What's going on? But he is crazy. Look, it is too cold for this. Like, he's like, I feel cold right now looking at Godbird. So the Inquisitor Sarah is like, Fury, take me, it's freezing. He's like, no living thing could survive in this wasteland. Look at the fool behind you, like as he's on the beach. Only his snow boots maybe make you think he kind of cares about being cold, but not really. So now she's like, look, someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector, is that you? It might be him. The shoes look right. She's like, oh, I live and breathe. To be reunited with Master Zombibrand's compatriots? What? Zombiebrand? She's like a heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics? She needs to chill. She's really trying to find a heretic today. She's not even find one, just a fool. So, okay. So this inspector, right? He's so weird. He, on one of the times he was catapulted to God knows where, he got catapulted in a group of zombies. And somehow he got them to act like gentlemen. These are gentlemen, like classy zombies that are like, oh, good morrow to you. I'm like, huh? So this is one of his people, which is not helping his case when he's, you know, we're trying to say he's not a heretic, but he's doing shit like that. But, so she's like, but that was in Ul'dah, which is way far from where we are right now, in a desert-like area. So why isn't this cold-ass place? We're like, we don't know. Okay. So he was hoping to find fellow zombies here, and he didn't find one. He's like, everyone's dead, and he's like, it's so disappointing. He was trying to find some other people. So now she's like, my calculations were wrong. The inspector did not land in Curses, which is where we are. So she's sad. So the gentle dead man's like, oh, do not fret so. If it's our overlord you seek, then you're in luck. So he's saying that because they still view him as their leader, their ethers, their life force energy is connected. So he's gonna basically use that to go back to the inspector. He's like, follow me. What is wrong with her? Every time I see Godbird, he just does something weird. But he's okay. There's like, one must remain vigilant. She's reading from this book of hers, and she's like, remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. They had no separation of church and state, so it's like these inquisitors, the temple knights, guarded the Holy See, which is the, head of everything, and they were so corrupt. So I don't know why they have inquisitors. Like, she needs to find another work. She's like, damn it, left us behind, because she's reading books about how to find heretics, and we're trying to tell her only 1,000 times that he's just stupid. Like, this thing, he's not trying to overthrow anyone's belief system, he's just stupid. We promise. Alright, so let's see here. She's like, we must regain control of the situation. Let's see what's really going on. Alright. So where is this gentle dead man? Oh. They're way over here. So, I'm just gonna fly east. This is a Starlight Steed. May not be Starlight Celebration yet, but so is this. You can still have the wonder of the holidays, y'all. Join on that fate right now. Only time I join those fate or like just pop-up battles that the system generates, and if I don't see an actual a real other player in it trying to fight, then I'm not gonna pop in there. Yeah. Ooh. Are you a mark of some sort? Excuse me for a moment here. I think don't know if I get anything for it. Don't remember. Look at that. So these things are not going to attack unless I attack it. They're really just trying to mind their business. But I don't. I'm ready to fight. And let's go. Because I'm not scared. Tesla is my DPS. And one of the reasons I love Dark Knight is that attack calls Pelted Earth. So it's like standing there, and as long as it stands in the area, it takes damage. Yeah, if you look at the top of the screen, you can see that like reddish print kind of progress bar. You know, standing in that area. Yeah. This is nothing to do with this fight. This is probably a mark. So this is basically like a most wanted poster kind of thing. Look at Tesla kicking him in the ass. Thank you, Tesla. Kind of tough to see what's on my gauges, so I'm trying to turn it. There you go. Now stay down. I think I got anything for that. Got some experience. That's worth it. Alright. I bet there was a bounty on that one. But no big deal. We'll do that later. I just wanted to fight something. It's been a half hour. It's been a battle test. So now we talk to the gentle dead man again. He's like, I need to concentrate. So they call him Master Zombie Brand instead of Hildebrand. That's all you know him as is a fake zombie. He was like, oh. He's trying to concentrate. So the Inquisitor Sarah is just like, she's like, what about Net? She's like, Krystal can handle herself. You know, obviously the zombie, you don't have to worry about death. What about Mr. Smashu? Is she gonna be okay? So Godbert is like, who's the Spectre's dad, is like, you know, just protect Nashu. Alright, so Godbert's going upstairs. I don't know about that. He's kind of a flirt. So we're all gonna just look after the assistant here. We're gonna follow Nashu over here. Let's see. And because I'm so purple today, Lunar Kamui. I'm saying that right. What is this area to fight? Because on the map where it's kind of like shrouded and covered. I went uncovered. I don't know what this is. I just don't want to talk it. Where do I want us to go? Alright, Nashu. That's it. Let's go home. That means that some shit's about to go down. Alright, so Nashu's like, oh, I think I see the inspector, and those some big ass Yetis. He's in trouble. You see that fool? That is our gentleman inspector. Even the Yetis are like, do you want to eat this thing? He's in danger, though. She's calling them gazebos. He's like, so the gentle dead man is like, they're gentlemen gazebos. They're fearsome yet fastidious foes. Yeah, they need to get him, though, because they're not trying to fight. They just see little legs. It's like chicken legs sticking out of a bucket. So they're asking Krystal, hey, can you save him? Well, yeah, because they're not about to watch him get pulled apart by a couple of Yeti like that. Okay. Back up. Alright, ready. Let's go. A little bit of salted earth for the two of y'all. Nah, we don't stand it. So my whole thing is I'm keeping them in that area where it's like kind of red and throwing because they keep damage all the time. I just defeated the gentleman yetis. They didn't seem very gentlemanly. I thought they were about to eat them. And these are gentlemanly ways, apparently. Regain Spectre. I'm looking all over for you. And she's like, yeah, this won't do. We gotta get you out of here. I don't think that's an effective way to get him out of there. What do y'all think? Doesn't seem like the smartest way to get him out there. Now she's like, up and at him. Everyone's waiting for you. Where's the dad? His dad is strong. His dad can just like, whoop, yank him out. So the gentle dead man can't. So Sarah's like, we heard shouting. Did you find something? And she's like, that's the heretic? I wanted him alive. We keep telling this woman he's stupid. He's not a heretic. She's like, that's what Nashu just said. So Godbird is like, he'll be whatever, a late riser. Fear not. My wife and I have had our ways of waking him. Watch him yank him out. Yeah, back up. There. He's like, you get up right this instant, young man. That is how you get a child awake, I guess. We told her to back up. Everybody was backing up lady, and she wanted to be right there. He's in trouble. Hey! This is insanity, y'all. Imagine someone coming in the stream at just this moment. You're like, what are you playing right now? Wow, that was mad dramatic. And his ass is still back in the snow. That was worthless. Waste of time. Godbird's like, huh? Was it the Manderville meteor strike or is the Manderville meteor dry? Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to confusion. Well, why are you in your drawers and like sandals? It's snowing. Oh, got a little black mage there. We learned that dance too, actually. Hildebrand's like, where am I? Choruses? Who are these people? It's Hildebrand! Welcome to venture into inhospitable climates and wake from slumber sweets with my beloved king. This guy so calls himself. He was like, why do I feel like I stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? Because you have. When you're dealing with Hildebrand, nothing's gonna make sense now. We said he's not a heretic, he's an idiot. And she's like, that's a mammoth? Where did that come from? Like when my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried in the snow. Like a little mini puppet that has magic powers, I believe. And she's like, oh, little Lalafell girl, how adorable. She's like, no, this is clearly a boy, Nashu. The inspector said, and Nashu's like, nah, I suppose we're kind of masculine. And Sirius like, you two can't possibly be serious. And Hildebrand's like, I'm the soul of seriousness, good sir. This is definitely a good boy. He fell into a deep slumber. Now let's gently wake him. Oh! Why is he so insane? That ought to do it. The fuck is going on? What in the hell? Wow, I love these quests because it's so weird. Like, what is this place? Who am I? I don't know what's going on, y'all. I really don't. I can't make it make sense, so I don't know what's happening. Alright, well, Hildebrand, what's up? Like, seems as though father's ungentle administrations actually restore the boy to life, but also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? We actually can't tell by the face if it's a Lalafell. Like, why is that? Hildebrand's like, everything will be alright. I've lost my memory more times than I can count. So, this mammoth's like, you'll help me? Hildebrand's like, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesic boy. Then Nashu's like, yeah, let's get started. The batch of Nashu's delights. Now, her Nashu delights are just bombs. They're just homemade bombs. And Hildebrand's like, as effective as your explosives were in the past, let's not do that to you in GG. And it's like, GG, is that my name? You woke your buttering GGG. He's like, maybe it has some significance to you, so until we figure out what that means, we're just gonna call you GG. Sarah's like, but all mammoths make that sound. What imbecile names a mammoth GG anyway? Inspector Hildebrand is that idiot. Gigi, I like this name, but how will I know it'll help me remember who I am? Hildebrand's like, patience, Gigi, it's only the beginning. So, he's gonna bring him along, see if we can help him out. It's like, let's go along. It looks like one of the Black Mage characters from back in the day, one of the ones that can, you know, have like, you know, damaging magic, like from elements like fire and thunder and water or ice, really. So it's kind of cool. They kind of throw that in. I remember that from Final Fantasy Tactics and from the Game Boy Advance. I know I just kind of, maybe I dated myself, maybe I didn't, but on the Game Boy, I really love that game. That's one of my other favorite Final Fantasy games. And also, I think one of the earlier Final Fantasies too. Someone will have to remind me, I don't know. So Godbert, the one with no clothes on, is like, let's go to Thanalan. And I guess he's taking the zombie to Thanalan. I don't know if we're going to. So the Inquisitor's like, listen, this is a lot to digest, but you seem to be used to this madness. And she's like, regardless of Nashu's protest, the Inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we confirm he's not a heretic. So, but he'll be treated fairly. Good, because Inquisitors are not known to be fair. Ooh, who is this? Again, someone with no clothes on. It is too cold for the nakedness. That person was naked too. What is going on? It's too cold. It's like those polar bear club people that would just dive in the cold water. Like, is that what's going on here? It's weird. Alright, so it's been a bit, and it's been a lot of back and forth here, and I want to keep going with things that's going to help. Let's try to do Ifrit. Ifrit's a primal, so we're gonna go specifically to that one. Extreme. Trying to find it. Here we go. Full of Embers, Extreme. So, this is one of those high-end trials, which is a really difficult trial. And I want to say I've done this one before. I know as a DPS, I don't know if I did this one as a tank, but if I did, it might have been with my other characters. So, because it seems familiar, and I don't think it's going to be that bad. So, I'm hoping it's a short wait because my character is a tank. Tanks tend not to wait. Excuse me, can I help you? You know what? I don't like you breathing behind me. I'm trying to have reflect on what just happened, and I just see this thing. I know that Tesla just like kicked the tech really hard. Great. Anyway, sorry for that rude interruption. So we're gonna go back to Foundation in the meantime. So while I'm queuing up for this trial, what I like with these battles, especially being a tank, I'm not the only tank, so that's great. You know, so it's basically the system is randomly forming a party. So we need 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPSs. Tells me the wait time is less than 5 minutes. I like to believe them. So something to kind of break things up a bit, you know? So whenever you're queuing up, it's never a good idea to just stand around. So it's good to find out what you're supposed to do without changing your class. That's key. Trying to see if there's any gear I can get. Check some more. I go back too far here. Oh, I'm gonna go. She was like, this man. Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion and just to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. That sounds just like Hildebrand, alright. Just to kind of give you an update on the progress in the queue, if you look above my head here, it's kind of tiny, so if you can't see, I don't talk to you. But there's one of 2 tanks, of course I'm one of them. No healers yet. And at one point I swore to say there was 2 DPSs, but not anymore. Anyway, back to Sarah. So she's investigating. She's like, there's so many twists and turns, but there's still a suspicious vagabond. Kind of seemed like the zombie that wandered away from the Death Vigil, and sicknesses has been purged. She's like, I'm just worried that the inspector's going to show up again in the wrong place at the wrong time and cause trouble in my investigation. Which is right. I mean, that's what Hildebrand does. Hildebrand. With and without clothes. Nice. Pretty neat information, eh? Alright. So, we're looking at the queue. It's not really going that fast. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out of that selection. I'm gonna try to duty roulette. And the reason being is because it's a lot quicker, because these are people who are already trying to do shit, so it's easier to kind of jump in. I'm gonna do a trial. It's gonna be a random one. I can hope it's the one that I need. Sometimes it works out that way. So I'm just queuing it for any trial that I have unlocked. And that includes ones I've unlocked as a bard. So, okay, so clear. Just queuing up my greeting. A Hydra. Hi. I never like to be main tank. Always like kind of back up here. There we go. So, reason? You're kind of like, why don't you like being the main tank? When there's two tanks, there's always a main and there's a backup, and I prefer to be backup when I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just being real. So I'm also watching too and making sure that we get out of that. There's like a freezing area that I made. One of the healers died, so I'm going to try to give you a heads up of what's going on here. So one of the healers died. So I'm trying to stay out of the area that's frozen, and another one that looks like it's lit up with lava. I don't take time to do that, man. Stop knocking me down, Jimmy. Typing on the phone, huh? That good. That was quick work. Alright. Good job, everybody. That must have been a record. Everybody's down? Wow. Okay. That's very quick. I wonder if they were trying to get something to drop in particular. Now you get an hour for these, so that wasn't even 2 minutes. That was really impressive. Actually, I think I could get the exact stats here. Oh, anyway, we won, so there we go. And I got a player commendation. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so we made quick work at the Hydra. That was like nothing. I'm like, oh. Alright, well, that's it, I guess. Damn. That's all she wrote, as they say. Shit, like, I was like, oh my goodness. I already had the bonus to the trial. Let's see. Let me see if I can get a better. Kind of nothing, really. Do a raid. Alright. Let's try this one of these normal raids here. And again, in the meantime. I didn't catch what you said. she's like, alright, we gotta find this inspector. Him and his assistant been wandering all over the city, carrying around the mammoth, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. And she's just like, they're just going off and doing random stuff without really consulting anyone, so she's just really concerned that they're just gonna make a mess of things. Which, not a concern, I mean, considering who we're talking about. Kind of using the map to see where to go. They're probably back at the manor. Put up for later. I'm so queued up. What is this? Oh, it's over here. And Gigi. So we're talking to Inspector again. Oh, wow. Wait, queuing up for maybe another battle. If my turn comes up in the queue during a cutscene, what the game does is it acts like it never happened. So the brand's like, verily we shall scour all creation for answers we seek. And Gigi's like, huzzah, a grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hills. No, we're not going there. No. Hildebrand's like, just so. Not tell Hildebrand he's not, rubbing off on the mammoth. Oh my god. Well posed, Gigi. Well posed, Hildebrand says. He's like, you'll be an exemplary inspector one day because he could pose. Weird. Sarah's like, alright, you know what? That's enough of that. By the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I command you to surrender that mammoth suspected of heretical origin into my custody. Well, he's like, hello there, Krystal and the Inquisitor. Aye, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when it's plain to see he's merely a precious young lad. Now she's like, there you go again, confusing the poor girl, as if those beautiful boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity. So these two are busy arguing whether this being is male or female, and and the Inquisitor who's on the right is like, all right, I thought the Inspector was a heretic. I think this mammoth is a heretic, and they're like, no, come on, it's a little boy. She's like, it's not a little boy, it's not a boy, it's a mammoth, it's a thing. Hildebrand's like, nah, shoot, did you not witness the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago? He's talking about the posing. Now she's like, that's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Like this. Dude, Sarah's like, I can't with these people. So someone's like, Mistress Moui, Inspector Sarah, what's all this commotion? Here from the courtyard. It's Count Edmond? Lord Edmond, I'm so sorry for the disturbance. I'm trying to seize this mammoth. Now they're bickering about the contraption's gender. Mammoths are mechanical devices, they're not actual people. They're not, but I think they're considered sentient beings. I'm not 100% sure. Hildebrand's like, what do you think? You think Gigi's a boy or a girl? Clearly a strapping young lad, no? Do not validate Hildebrand. Oh my god. Alright, so, like I said, queued up in the raid. So, always a DPS. So, when I get back to this part, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna make y'all read all that again when it comes up. But in the meantime, we'll just proceed with the cutscene. Sarah's like, oh, come on, not you two. Is everybody gone crazy? She's like, fine. Even if Gigi is a boy, you can't deny that the circumstances under his discovery and miraculous resuscitation is weird. But anyway, again, I'll fast forward back to that part, so don't worry. I like Alexander fights. Oh my god. One of these days I'm gonna do a stream as all Alexander battles. All of them. Because he's a shit. Like, these fights are awesome. And the music. Alright. I want y'all to see. Be ready to fight. So I'm one of the tanks. I insist on being a backup tank. Gone, Tessa? Gone. That's their name. Gone and be a tank. Come on, I got you. I'm back here. There we go. So I just salted Earth so that way Alexander's just sitting and taking damage, which is fantastic. I think I remember this one. I remember that part, that's for sure. If it's a timing shit, I'm not gonna get it. I see somebody said, "Hey, Prince Latif, what's up?" Coming just in time for a little mini diversion from Hildebrand Quest. Kind of silly. So we are fighting Alexander. Badass contraption. No, we're not doing this. That's right, I'll take on all three of these things. Because that's what a tank does. There's a lot of business going on. Oh really? I haven't played since February with you. Hey, it's fun. There's so much. Where's my healer? Because I'm hurting right now. Alexander just threw in a bunch of ads. Ooh, what's going on here? Somebody's targeting a random healer, and I'm not gonna have that at all. Alright, so we gotta line up. So the other tank is taking the lead. And then ready your body and soul for divine judgment, which basically for me means stay my ass in the spot and let the other tank handle this. And I will attack with my Dark Knight powers as a backup that you don't believe. Oh, okay. So the other tank was like, I just added that to my hotbar. You know what? I'm grateful that he did. I'm grateful. So those little arrows kind of bunching together means everyone's stacked together in one spot, because you can get hurt if you don't. And I mean hurt bad. Alright, no one died. Oh. Ooh, and I got hurt. That hurt, y'all. So I'm backing up the other tank. I'm not trying to draw too much attention. I'm not trying to draw aggro. But I will everything very much with my sculptor. Stay right there, buddy. It's all good. So I'm just stacking it. There you go, stack. Why are there 3 people out of 8 stacking? They're gonna get hurt. Oh, alright. I hope no one dies. I'm scared though. So I'm looking at the left here to see if anyone died, and they did not. This thing got hurt. I got hurt because I was being sick. I don't have any of them red markers. There's some people who were like marked, and I went in and started that. Okay. So in those little baubles there, the DPSs are supposed to run in there. I suppose they know that. one of the rare battles that I remember the mechanics. I think I played it too much. But yeah, if the DPSs do not go into those baubles, we all eat it. Like, we all get them. And I don't like what's happening to this person. The other thing is getting hurt. Help them. I'm scared. I was like, no. So that massive thing, it's like steampunky with like the angel wings. Like I was in very unique enemy. Oh, we lost the DPS. Sounds like having fun. Going up here. The other tank almost died. That would have been a problem. So Alexander's trying this majestic beauty here. He's at 49%. So stay out of his Moui ground. Somebody took out the healer. Or Alexander took out one of the killers. So the other healer has to get them out. The song playing on this stage is called Rise, and it's by Token, who's one of my favorite composers. If y'all want to know. And yeah, I spent a lot of time on this game, okay? But this is one of my favorite songs in the game, in the background. So Alexander can fuck with time, in case you're wondering like why we're all stopped. Hey, spare me, because I need to stay out of that area. Oh, who's doing this mess? What? Somebody was doing, no. Have some salt and earth for you. And now we just gonna go all in. Bye, Alexander. Friend. I like how steampunky this whole stage is. One of these days, y'all, I'm gonna do all the Alexander battles. I think that it's just a cool little side story. Plus, it was a bunch of battles. He's so purple, just like I am today. Very purple. Alexander's been complete, but thank you, thank you, thank you, Square Enix. I need to give a player commendation. Which is basically like, ooh, I have that meme already, so you can have that. I don't know what these are used for, so I'm gonna make sure that I have some of them at least. But I also have crowded inventory. I love the instant, and we won. The battle with the Hydra was like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. So at least that one was a nice one. Had a little meteor battle. It was good. But still quick. Because I remember the first time we did that with a random party, it took a lot longer. It took us a couple tries. Because that temporal distortion really messed people up real bad. So, back to Hildy. So this is Inspector Hildebrand, the gentleman inspector. That's his assistant Nashu, and that's Gigi, a mammoth who he's so like dim-witted. He thinks the mammoth is a little boy, and no matter what we try to tell him, it's not a little boy. He doesn't care. We're wrong. And his assistant's not much better because she's arguing. I think she's like, no, I think this is a girl, and mammoth is neither, right? Anyway, so Hildebrand's like, so. I'm not going to go through the previous sequence, so I'm going to fast forward this to where the count comes in. And it's like, oh, that's clearly a little boy. We just didn't see this through. So how's everyone's Friday? Hope it's going well. So, for those who haven't seen it, that's what this back and forth is. There's an Inquisitor in Ishgard, which is where we are, and they're basically, their whole job is to look for heretics, like anybody who's like anti their religion they got going on in their culture. It's a heretic, and they usually have to do some ridiculous trial, which is a low-key way just killing them, you know? Like, pass this impossible test, and if you live, then you're innocent, right? If you die, you're guilty. And it'll be something stupid like, jump off this really steep cliff, and at the bottom there's a bunch of angry yetis. If you live, then you're innocent, and we'll let you go. Like, who's gonna live through that? No one. Like, so they do shit like that. So, ever since like they made peace with the dragons, also known as the Dravanians, they don't have as much power anymore, and all the lies and the that they were told in history kind of came to light, and they realized there really never should have been a war with the dragon. The Inquisitors are kind of useless now, so but she's trying desperately to find one to justify their existence and to keep their funding, which, yeah. Gigi, the mammoth, has no idea, no memory of their past, so. Alright, so we're back to where we got interrupted. So this is Lord Aemon, and he took us in back in Heaven's Ward when we were kind of banished and kind of trying to find a place to stay because we were falsely accused of regicide, which was found to be untrue, but it took a while to find that out. So he's kind of like our good long-time friend. So now we're back to where we were before. And Hildebrand's like, what do you think, Lord? Boy or girl? Clearly a strapping young lad. So the Inquisitor Sarah's like, not you two. Is everybody gone crazy? Like, fine. Let's say Gigi is a real boy. Obviously, how we found Gigi is real suspicious, and Gigi may have come from a heretic, and not a heretic itself. And Count Edmond is like, what are you talking about? This is a boy in a costume. No one's listening to Sarah at all. I feel bad. He's like, well, until Gigi recovers his memory, maybe should adopt him as the Lord of the House, Vanderbilt. He'll even stand as witness. He's like, I'll even stand as witness here and now. So, I don't... I read the second. Well, it's true. They would use it in the game too, So, House Manderville. I didn't think Manderville had a house. He was like, adopt Gigi, so I'll be Gigi's father. And the Count's like, well, How did Manderville have a house? I don't know if I missed something in the storyline, but I thought there were 4 houses in Manderville. I don't think it was one of them. He's like, well, all right, I'm going to adopt this child. And now he's Papa Hildy. The funny thing is, too, we were accused of regicide, but it was found to be false because, 1, she wasn't dead, and 2, we got set up. So that was good when that happened. And now she's like, oh, I'm so happy for the inspector. He's a father now. Dude, she's not too quick either. So they're an interesting pair. So the Count's like, well, now that you don't have to worry about the Inquisition, you can show Gigi around the city as a free citizen. Which is infuriating Sarah because she's like, this is not a person. But Gigi's not harming anybody. And that's her book, her Inquisitor Bible or Manual or whatever. And she's just like, she's trying to find some reason. She needs to find a heretic so to justify not losing her job. She's like, I'm gonna still observe it. I know I can't arrest it, but I'm gonna still observe it. You like my purple controller? Oh my god. This makes me very happy. It was very worth it. An official, like from Sony, purple controller. So Count Edmond is like, oh, Lord Godbert will be pleased that his son is healthy. Godbert is Hildebrand's dad. The one that wasn't wearing clothes earlier, the one that was in his drawers in the snow. That was his dad, which is insane. You'll see if we have to talk to his dad again. So now, not we do. Okay, and I think I should just go to the tribunal. And I could walk, yeah, or run, yeah, but no, I'm gonna teleport over because that's what that's for. Alright. While we're figuring out what the heck's going on with Gigi, let me check this binder here. I got the bonus for that already. Alright. That is a very low level thing. That's not going to get me many points. Now I might do Palace of the Dead. Might do Palace of the Dead. That's always a good one to do. That's like those deep dungeons and they just keep going and going and going and going for a while. One of the many deep dungeons. There's also Heaven on High, which is another one. Maybe not today, I don't know yet. Alright, so Hildebrand's like, alright Gigi, I'm gonna show you around Ishgard. He's not originally from Ishgard, but you know, maybe his dad told him something. And Seer's like, don't fill his mammoth's head with nonsense. So Hildebrand's showing Gigi around, but pointing out the wrong things. So now she's trying to ask Gigi, do you remember anything? Nope. Hildebrand's like, instead of parading him around, let's give him a taste of something more prosaic. I don't know what prosaic is. I really don't know what that word means. Let's see. Prosaic. Let's see. It means, oh, having the style of diction or of prose, lacks poetic beauty, common, unromantic, probably commonplace, unromantic is a good prosaic. I am putting it in chat, so that way y'all can learn something. See? Little vocab. Anyway. So, to show them like every day, which there's value in that suggestion. Alright. So there's a holy stable. I think I know where that is. So, but if not, the game always tells you what things are. Goodness. Alright. I really wanna... One particular trial I really want to do again. Alright, I'll queue up for that again, because I really do want to do that one. It's going to unlock something for me. So I'm going to... Oh, I could have went over here. My bad. So I'm just going to that place on the map, right over here. I'm going to go down. That's nice. jump down. I'm not figuring out where the stairs are. Everything's okay. Alright, Gigi. What's up? I really hope I can fight Ifrit. Because I need that to unlock something. I need to get some XP from that. Actually, I won't get XP. Yeah, I just want to finish the class. Hildebrand's like, splendid specimens of horse bird flesh. Talking about the chocobo in the background there. And she's like, and so the inspector, the inquisitor, who's at the right, is like, oh my goodness. Like, any temple knight who dare exploit them for personal gain will answer the fury herself. That's like their deity. Now she's like, you remember anything now, Gigi? Anything about Ishgard? No luck. So basically just trying to take Gigi around to see, okay, you remember anything about anything? And she's like, and the Inquisitor rightly says, just because you found him in Ishgard doesn't mean he's from here. Alright. So Hildebrand's a great idea. Let's take him on a tour across the Eorzea, the whole world basically. And she's like, no. Now I'm complicit in this farce? She's like, damn. She is so annoyed right now. Whatever, let's go. So spoiled Sprat is like, oh, buy me a chocobo, father, please. They're not cheap. I would assume they're not cheap. What is Gigi remembering? Father, that strange looking thing is staring at us. And it's just, Gigi's just saying, Gigi, Gigi! Damn, the father didn't even look around. And Gigi's like, am I that strange looking? Aww. Oh, got his feelings hurt. Alright. Well, I'm still queued up for fighting Ifrit. 2 tanks. Out of 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPSs, I'm the only tank. Alright. I'll give it a little bit if it still doesn't. There are other options. Always something to do. Always something to do in this game. I'm going to go here, like the game suggested, and then we're going to figure out what's going on. So, alright. I was looking around for somebody to mend my things, but I'm alright. I have a bad feeling that I'm not going to get matched up. For the battle, I want to, let's see, yeah, I want to do politics with that, but let me see what's going on over here first. Hey, Gigi, let's see, I really do want to know what's up with Gigi, though. Gigi's like, it's no use, why bother? And Hildebrand's like, no, do not give in to despair so easily. I promise you days filled with adventures and discovery of your own memories, remember? Don't give up. He's crazy, but he's sincere. Yo, that's how you piss off a merchant. That's how you piss off a merchant. Damn. And does he have the money to pay for it? She's real calm about that. She's like, oh, a vase slung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of vandalism. Yes, idiot, because you knocked it over. And Sarah's like, because of your wild gesticulations, just look before you strike a pose. The merchant's like, she said 123,504,000 gil at the last assessment. Over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and a duke. I don't have that, y'all. She's like 100 million gil. Oh my god. She's like, oh, Haloni, that's her deity. Why have you forsaken me? Gigi put it back. If Gigi can put it back together, that'll be fantastic. Ain't he lucky? Now she's like, oh, look. Now she was the one in the pink. She's like, oh, look at that. Oh my god. Now we know that Gigi has magic. Because he did not have any money. Even if it was 100, I don't think he had 100. She's like, wow, divine intervention. And they're like, no, Gigi, you did that. Papa Hildy. Alright. So now she was like, let's wait for Hildebrand's parents to come back because they have similar powers to Gigi and see what they think. And so he was like, I don't want to demean the mammoth's powers as a parlor trick, but we've made this a miracle, and y'all gotta acknowledge that it's a miracle from Haloni. And we're like, maybe? But Gigi did it. Trina's like, sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. 100 million gil. And the Duke's price was paid. She's trying to get this, like, she's basically trying to buy Gigi, and we can't have that. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I'm a mammoth, I know it. And he's like, Gigi, what's wrong with you? You're my son. You're a Manderfield girl. They're confusing this mammoth. Gigi's like, stop, both of you. You're not my papa or mama. Aw, we go and find a home for Gigi, don't worry, y'all. We gotta find out why he thinks he's a mammoth. And then Inquisitor's like, because he is a mammoth! Oh my god. Alright, so it's 5:30, y'all. I'm gonna take a quick mini break. I'm gonna edit the thread. Trying to do a different pose there. Let's see. You can like pose them. I don't know if I like that pose. At some point I'm gonna pause it. There we go. Rubber's smiling pose for down. So, Gigi's like, I'm a mammoth. And Hildebrand's like, no, you're my son. So Nachu and Hildebrand are excuse me, basically just trying to figure out where Gigi came from. So they're gonna go to the city gates, talk to the guards there, see what they've seen. They're basically gonna split up and go to different locations and see where we can find them. So, but I want to fight something. Everyone's looking for it. 1300. All right. Cool. So I'm going to divert a little bit, and we're gonna go to Quarry Mill. I want to go to Palace of the Dead and run through that, which is a lot of fighting. And it's pretty good, and I don't do it as a tank very often, but I could use the XP, so we're gonna do that. So in a minute. In my back position. My memory serves me correctly, I'll go in here, and I think I can just go into it. What are you trying to find? I can sell some more stirs. See what you can sell here. Necessary diversion, just because I need to make room in my inventory, but so does she. She can't hold too much more for me. There's things I could kind of feed my chocobo and clear that out. I think I'll do that. But in the meantime... Nice. That retainers and they basically do tasks for you. Let me see, they have more money than me, what the hell? So she's cool, she's a fisher woman. 16, I think I have to up her gear. Very, very helpful. And the main thing, what I've learned with the crafting classes is, or the gathering classes, is that the gear matters quite a bit. But it's not like a dungeon where you have to worry about like, oh, I have to be max level. You know, it's just, you just have to have ones that have steps specifically for your class. That'll be good for her for now. But yeah, I just use the retainers just to clear out my inventory, you know? Alright, not perfect, but as long as I get a couple of spots. Alright. This is my other retainer. He's kind of cute. I tried to make a Lalafell that resembles someone I know, and I'm just going to leave it there. It's funny, but I like his gear. So they basically do errands for you. He's a botanist. I don't think I have anything to make him better right now. So he just do what he does. Alright. He leveled up. I'm happy. Alright, so I'm gonna send him on another errand basically. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to get some maple logs for me. Thank you. Alright, I'm outie. I think I have to go to like a company chest or something to ditch a lot of my items. I will happily do so. Oh my god, so filled. I'm just gonna do this like very briefly, guys. 540. Where? Hang on, my controller's doing weird shit. That was scary. I have no idea what made that happen, but not anymore. So I'm gonna teleport somewhere. chocobo saucer. Because I think that's where I train my chocobos. I'm sad I ran out of gum. Ooh, I have one more gummy left. I'm addicted to these little like Starburst gummies. Not advertising, just saying that they're good. I like very sour candies, and these do the trick. I think they're actually sour, and they're good. And anyway, and they're also purple. Well, oh, this one's like a purple one. Anyways, so I'm here to feed my chocobo, my racing chocobo, not Tesla. Chocobo Square. So, of course, that's where I go. Clearly, I did not understand. I'm like, what? Now, in Final Fantasy VII, the original, where they had the chocobos reading and racing, I was the best at that. This is next level. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just want to be able to get my race chocobo. The race chocobo is different, not Tesla's. So let's see. So I named the chocobo Violet Lily. Violet. Oh, that big. Alright, so my race chocobo is increasing in range. I just want to get rid of this. Let me see if I can control the speed. That could be something more. More chocobo speed. I'm just honestly just gonna go in here and I'm gonna sell these. If I leave the area, I lose those items, that's fine. I can just buy more, honestly. I'm not even stressing about it, I'm just honest. Yeah, just trying to make room. Still, anyway, I was going back to Corian. Now I'm gonna go to Palace of the Dead. I'm so sad, I have no more gummies left. That's my last bit of self-delay. Anywho, I think I should take a quick break. No, I'm gonna take a quick break. Like, for real this time. Hi, Tuckles! Hey, thanks for lurking. I totally love the lurkers. Oh, okay. I have my week was okay. Week was okay. I'm happy I got this. I'm so happy I have my real purple controller. So purple. You can kind of sort of tell. But, yeah, very cool. How was your week? I hope you had a good week, too. I'm about to take just a quick little tiny itty bitty break, maybe a couple minutes, and then do House of the Dead as a tank. So it'll be not even 5 minutes. But in the meantime, did you see the barding? Here, let me get Tesla away from this crowd here. Yeah, let's see. Kind of weird. He's facing away. There we go. That's his barding. It was really cool. It's called angelic barding. No complaints. Nice. That's good. Tesla's looking very regal here. In fighting stance. That's kind of a cool feature. But yeah, let me take a quick little itty bitty break and then I'll do House of the Dead. I'll take a line there. But House of the Dead takes a bit, so it's not going to be a short thing. That's why I want to take a quick now. Okay, I made a lot of room in my inventory. This is good. There's so many things I can't sell. It's frustrating. They're all gonna get donated, I think, at one point. If you could donate things. Alright, so, yeah, I will be on the station. Be back in, alright, I will be back. Put up my screen here. My pants are purple too. Purple pants. Yeah, everything purple today in honor of the controller. Alright, so. Yeah, sure. Was having full of small bowl and then just now. So anyways, I'm going to have a snack in game as well. And for fighting something. Yeah, I have a lot of food items from my culinarian class, which was so much fun. That was like one of those cool random things that happen in game. Like a random other player's like, yeah, I'm a crafting teacher. I just go around helping people. Like, thank you. Like, so that's why there's so many like food items in here right now, and I haven't bothered to clean it all up yet, but it just, I didn't feel like doing a crafting stream today. So, right, back to the deep dungeon. Oh, I have to dismiss Tesla. Bye, buddy. Because the game will think that we're a party, and I'm like, no, Tesla, you can't bring your chocobo in with you. Sure. Everybody's always trying to do Palace of the Dead. Like, this is one place you don't have to wait. There's, of course, Heaven on High, which maybe I'll do another time. Oh my god, I don't think I unlocked Palace of the Dead for my other character, Katif. That's gotta happen, because that'll be fun. It's gonna be a weird weekend for me, a little slower than normal, so maybe I will do a crafting stream. Just no fighting, just random, just leveling up and chatting. So, it says wait time is 7 minutes. And the cool thing with Palace of the Dead, unless they change it, like granted it has been a while, you can just have a mix of anybody. It's gonna be you and 3 other people, and it's fun. You just go through and just fight. And there's little like baubles that you can collect, little power-ups you can collect, in addition to your weaponry. So it's fun. You want to go through, you just want to fight, just have a bunch of endless battles. And it's like it's grouped into 10 floors, you know. So the 10th floor, that's like the big boss, and then at that point you could continue, or you could take a break and like back out of it. But of course you won't be at that party anymore. So that just depends on what you want to do. There was one time I was just joined with random party, and they were like, "Don't leave." We worked so well together. We're like, "No, let's go through all of them. It goes, you know, as far as we can, you know." And it was fun. So you look above my head, is trying to form a party, 1 of 4. So I hope there's at least a Dragoon in there. I won't play as one, but I do like having one in my party. Because they're DPS, but they're pretty tanky. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, well, I guess we figured out what's going on with that mammoth. In the meantime. But, it doesn't pull me from the queue. This deep dungeon is just has me waiting. I hope not too long. I really hope not too long. But we still have, see what's going on with Papa Hildy. Wait, nope. I was doing the wrong thing just now. Oh, it's almost 6. I'm gonna keep going. Because why not? And I'm looking for... This place is a maze. Like, it really, really is. I'm not sure I'm supposed to go. going the right way. Ah, here we are. We're speaking to Hairwork. Hairwork, I don't know how to say the name. And see, even my character is very purple. This is just all purple day. All purple day. And Hairwork's like, oh, yeah, I saw the mammoth come through here. Fought passage to Falcon's Nest. And like, one of them little Lalafels, right? Not a Lalafell. Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know what this is. Gigi left the city. They are not paying attention. Yes, he did. Yes, Gigi did take the airship. Held the prince. Wherever Gigi goes, I'll follow him and embrace him as my son once more. She's like, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of that outpost. He was like, there's only one reason he'd venture to the cold. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the wind. I really don't think so. Why is she clapping with the dumb answers? She clapped at anything. Oh my goodness. What a weird message. What is this about? It looked urgent, but it was a lie. So the Inquisitor is Seer. She's in the middle, and she's like, yeah, Gigi got really upset when Gigi realized they were a mammoth. And she's like, but I actually think he remembered what he was. She's like, now I know you're going to your heretic masters to share the intelligence gathered in the city. Okay, this Inquisitor is really on a witch hunt. She is going to find, I don't know how I say the word, heretic. She's going to find a heretic. Even if she has to make one up. Like, she's just nuts. And Nashu, who's in pink, she's like, Inspector, I'm starting to think the Inquisitor might not think very highly of our little girl. Nashu thinks that the mammoth is a girl. And Hildebrand in the middle thinks that the mammoth is a boy. Which, it doesn't matter. It really... The mammoth does not know who they are. So I'm still waiting to queue up for Palace of the Dead right now. It's kind of weird to me. Little disappointing. Oh, in the meantime, Falcon's down. Alright, so we're trying to find Gigi there. Now, I'm not really optimistic about this Palace of the Dead business. So I don't think that that's going to result in a fight this stream at all. Now they want to healer. That's not enough XP for me to care. Fuck it, I'll do a dungeon. Actually, I want to pick which dungeon. I gotta do a dungeon or a trial to pick the right one. Thorn March. Oh, I didn't even do that one yet. That's, oh. There's a couple extremes I haven't done yet. That one. Ooh. Any of those. So I queue up for any of those. Those are like extreme trials that you just jump in and you're ready to fight and go. That's what I queued up for. So, but The roulette's cool and all, but I want to have, sometimes I want to see if I have some control over what pops up. So out of all of those are all ones I have to unlock anyway as part of like a journal. So, a part of a side quest. So whatever one of those show up. So, above my head, actually, it's already forming a party. So out of the 2 tanks, I'm still waiting on another tank. There's 1 of 2 healers, and there's 3 of 4 DPSs, so, you know, we might be hitting a battle soon. Alright, let's go on shiny puppy. Did you see the shiny puppy? Shiny puppy, Argos. I really don't feel like a fearsome warrior on the back of this sleuth. Very adorable though. I like Argos, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, really? I don't know if I'd be that scared, but... like, what's supposed to happen right now? Alright, so, we talk. Alright. So we're trying to find, back to this, trying to find him in that. Sarah's like, oh, Mammoth left the outpost and heading up along the river. I'm gonna find GG with heretics. So Nashi, the one in pink, is like, I don't like your tone, Inquisitor. Our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics. She'd look him right in the eye and say she doesn't want any. And then Nashi goes to the inspector, the guy in the suit. He's like, I had some insight. Maybe Gigi came to find me with Godbird. Which makes sense. Godbird is Hildebrand's father. Probably somewhere in his boxers in the snow. And the Inquisitor is like, in blue, she's like, I can't be bothered with this nonsense. Like, but she has to because she has to finish her own investigation and it just overlaps with what we're doing. Oh, let's get the Starlight Seed out for one reason alone. Snowmen and gifts. I don't care what time of year that is. I'll still do it. So we found some more footprints. We're trying to find that little guy Gigi. Alright. Alright, see? Found something. That's Hildebrand's mom. And dad, who has clothes on now. And look, there's Gigi. Motionless in the snow. Looks like got smacked with a snowball. Alright, we found Gigi. We found Gigi. Gigi's like, oh, my head. Oh, you followed me. So Hildebrand, who's in the suit, he's like, oh, you want to have a snowball fight with your grandparents? You should have said so. Papa Hildy was worried. Then the Inquisitor was like, he got hit by a snowball. And then Hildebrand's like, you think a mere blow to the head from a snowball could fell our Gigi? He's like, I've been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times. And my brain is still here. She's like, I'm so done with these people. I expect the Earth was no less brilliant for experience either. Anyway. Oh, he's behind me, ain't he? Godfrey's always behind people doing squats. Very weird. He's like, oh, you want to join us in our snowball fight? And Gigi's like, Grandpa Godbird! Grandpa Godbird! And he's like, Mama Nashi said you wield powers of life and death. Grant me life, make me a real boy. It was like Pinocchio or something. And that was a bit cool. Totally. Skyver's like, you sure about the sun? May sting a little. May sting a little. And Gigi's like, I'll endure whatever I must to be a real boy. Okay. See? He can't keep, the man cannot keep his clothes on. This is ridiculous. Like, let us begin. Like, how is he not, like, in pain right now? Now he dressed in skimpy drawers like you. Wow, that makes him a real boy. He's just like, this body, it's everything I wanted. It's perfect. Thanks, Grandpa Godbert. Thank you. He's like, I haven't even begun to begin. Guide my hand. He's calling out to deity and powering up. That was extra. Yo! What is happening? What in the hell? Yo, this is serious. I had to screenshot this. Oh my god. Like, I just... Yo, what is going on? Alright, he's a Vanderbilt man now. Yeah. So, anyway, he's like, Gigi, my son, come to your father. Put on some clothes. Like, touching? Yeah. Yo, I'm laughing already. This is so touching. Oh. Oh. There's supposed to be a hug, not a clothesline. Yo, that just happened. That just happened, y'all. He's so proud of him, too. Right? Yo, these Vanderbilts are something else. Doing the Mandeville. I don't want to know what memories he's talking about. Papa Hildy. See this? Okay. It's a little less weird. but kind of strange. At least he pulled himself out this time. God. He's like, Gigi, my boy. Upon further consideration, I believe this body may suit you best. More manageable. Now she's like, much more manageable. And I'm like, how can I ever be your son if I remain a mammoth? Because he's weird. I mean, it's just... I mean, look what's going on right now. It's not far-fetched. It's not like it's gonna, like, whoa, this is too far. Like, they're already weird. Hildy's like, that's what's bothering you? Being accepted as my son? Mandeville is more than mere flesh and bone. He's vigor, compassion, and honor. A gentleman for all the seasons. He's like, I am a Mandeville mammoth. Like, anybody calls you a mammoth, tell them I'm a Mandeville mammoth. What? And he's still with no clothes. Like, his wife is telling him nothing right now. So Hildebrand's like, Mother, Father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but I've adopted Gigi. And Godbert's like, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but you hear that? Son has a son. So Gigi's jumping around like, Grandpa Godbert! Like, Grandpa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. It's like, I've been waiting years to hear that. So Hildebrand's like, few things grander than being a grandparent. And they're just chuckling away. Mama don't look happy though, she's been quiet. And Julian's like, what's so bloody grand about it? They gonna get hurt. She does not want to be called grandma, I take it. These questions are tripping. Like, I'm not being a grandmother to a bloody mammoth. About time somebody beat some sense into my boy. Sierra's like, I've heard tales of dark nights before, but no, it couldn't be. Oh my gosh, it's gotta be heretical. Oh, I'm not gonna risk my life to find out though. I don't know how she did that, but that does seem very Dark Knight like. I never thought of that. Just because you put in the frying pan doesn't make her not a Dark Knight, like myself. It's not as purple. Okay, Seer, it's gonna be alright. You'll live. Crazy lady left. She's like, they're mad. The whole lot of them. How could their house rise to such prominence? I'll never understand. Okay, I stand corrected. I guess House Mandeville is a valid house I described. He's like, well, at least a mammoth overcome its existential crisis, which is true. And she's like, no, it's a mammoth. Why do I care what it claims to think or feel? He's like, the idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Idiocy can be infectious, I think. You have to be careful. But there are some weirdos lurking around. Like those in those black robes. I want to fight them. I mean, figure out what they are. Alright, so looking at my party finder. Got all the DPSs I need. We just need another tank and another healer. But in the meantime, I'll fill the foundation. I really do want to see where this takes us, because we're already so far in. There's the Inquisitor looking for a heretic again. Like, alright, my superiors have been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, witnessed by House Berton, and they proceeded to take... Okay. So they basically said she mishandled the situation. And I guess the council that she's a part of thinks that the mammoth is a product of heretical machination. And then I guess because Gigi isn't trying to recover their memories anymore, is not going to really fight as hard to try to figure out what's going on. So, and she's like, I don't share my superior's conviction. I think it's safe to say that there's definitely something different about this mammoth. Like, something, and we don't know what, but it's not some simple thing. It's not a machine, you know? So, and, oh, come on. Alright, cool. Not cool. So in the party finder, there's 2 tanks. So we lost the DPSs. This would be such a cool cosplay. I don't know about the mammoth though. Awesome. Alright, Sarah's like, listen, I need your assistance. Hear me out. And she's like, God. Okay, so the Knights of the Heaven's Ward, they think that the Knights of Heaven's Ward are all dead. And she thinks that it involves heretics, but trying to figure out what's going on, she thinks it has something to do with the mammoth. Because she's insisting that the mammoth's a heretic. She's like, please don't make me beg. Let's go to Tom's Manor, which is, that's where we're part of that house, House for Tom. So that's really good. Maybe for myself, I'm thirsty. Gazebo. Alright, Hildebrand, what's going on? So I guess Hildebrand's telling Gigi about how to be a gentleman. And Gigi's like, why is it unbecoming a gentleman? We don't know what it is. So Hildebrand's like, oh, Inquisitor Seer, are you here as an admirer or for business? And she's like, business. It's always business. And she's like, I'm at your service. Robbery, murder, tax evasion. She's like, avoision? Anyway, before we get into that, what are y'all doing? So Hildebrand's like, Gigi is tempted to face the lovely gazebo. And he's trying to straighten him out. And Gigi's like, that's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. And Hildebrand's, Gigi, I know you're fond of the gazebo, but it belongs to Lord Edmond. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmond, would you? Gigi's like, I guess not. Then where's our gazebo, Papa Hildy? Does it have a steaming kettle too? And Gigi's like, no, we don't need those things. Not as gentlemen inspectors. So he's been sleeping in this gazebo He's sleeping in because he's... Wow. Aww. So the mama wants to live with these two here. Oh, so cute. So the brand's like, we have to be free to travel. I'm like, that sounds like you're broken. Sounds like you're broken to have a place to stay, Hildebrand. He's like kind of a vagrant. He means well. He's just a little, you know. So the Inquisitor Seer, who's on the right, she's like, trying to figure out who's going around pretending to be nice. So the Heavens Lord, we actually think the real ones are all dead. So she's like, let's all figure out and see what's going on. Uh-oh. That's his mama. He's like, oh, mommy, I thought you were in Luda. She's like, he's gonna leave you to keep playing at being an inspector? And father to a damn mammoth? Nah, you coming home right now. This is done. She's like, oh, we're not doing this. No. And Hildebrand's like, how can you say such things? My life's calling, and Gigi's my son. And Gigi's like, Gran. Interrupted her because last time she was called Grandma, she attacked people. So Hildebrand's like, oh, I'm trying to be a champion of the young woman of Ishgard. He needs my protection. So he's like calling Nashu and the Pink to show his mother why, you know, he's needed and why he's impressive. She don't give a damn. She's like, man, he's stubborn. Probably gets him from his sorry-ass father. Damn, Julian. I trust you. Just keep him out of trouble, please. I'm really hoping I queue up for one of these trials. But anyway. So he was like, I could have gone better or worse, whatever. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Okay, so I don't think that beauty finder is gonna work. Let's see. Dungeon. And that's a long queue for a dungeon. Let's try. Very long for a dungeon. Alright. Maybe that one. Start questioning the maidens around to see if they saw these people parading around as these temple knights. And she's like, no, they wouldn't fool me. They're just weirdos. Another one. She's like, everything, all my allowance, all gone to waste on those, I dare not say it. I guess she thought one of the knights would return and he didn't. A bunch of phonies came back. She's like, I demand satisfaction, swift, terrible vengeance. So basically, they're trying to trick these maidens out of their guild, out of their money by pretending to be these important knights. So we're not sure, I guess, if those knights are dead, but they're definitely missing. So we're going to talk to Hildebrand about it and let them know what they're saying. So Gigi's like, Papa Hildy. Like, that grandma's staring at us, and he's like, Hildy's like, hey, Gigi, the gentleman must be more careful with his words. You only have one grandmother, and never ever call her that again. Like, yes, Father. Oh, here's Grandmama. So Gigi's like, greetings, milady. She's like, oh, aren't you a charmer? I think I was gonna have to rip your head off. And Gigi's like that's Papa Hildy, was that right? So then Hildebrand's like, oh, you got any info? We didn't find nothing, really. But people are aware that these knights are fake, that they're not the actual temple knights that left previously. He's like, this is the best you can do? Come on now. So basically the mom's like, listen, this has gone on long enough. You coming home, you talking crazy shit here. You're adopting a mammoth like your son, and you're playing inspector. Sarah's like, I doubt that young lady was targeted. And she was like, yeah, she was actually. Oh, so they're sneaking in a place called Idleshire. That's not far. Okay. So she was like, yeah, they're basically they're going around pretending to be these important knights, and they're not. They're just trying to trick people out of money, which is not messed up. And Gigi's like, 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. And that's his mom. She's like, yeah, have it hooray. So Hildebrand's like, let's go to Idleshire. She's like, we're just gonna go? That'd be the end of that cutscene, I hope. Perfect. So we're gonna do an alliance raid. That's one of those 24-player dungeons. 3 teams of 8. Each with a tank, 1 tank, 2 healers, and 5 DPSs each. I wish they left it at 2 tanks, but whatever. And here we are. So you see the counter in the middle of the screen. This is waiting on. Always waiting on a DPS. Sadly true. They're not ready yet. Maybe now they're ready. Let's see. Are they ready? Oh, I'm sure you're tired. But I'm locked in. I'm do this raid. I know it's 6:30. But ooh. That little pop-up that showed up in the middle, that means that I made a sale. So you can sell certain items. Not everything, but you can sell certain things. Finally. Done scathed. Alright. It's not removed at all. I should, but I don't. We're on a big ass. Oh, let me think. I'm taking this on. So, only the names, like those are the people in my alliance. So each team is an alliance. For some reason my targeting was like not it. somebody took out one of the DPSs in my alliance. So each team of 8 is called an alliance. I'm in Alliance A. So a lot of my Dark Knight attacks don't make sense over here, so I just have to be cautious. I want people to get out of that frozen area there. Trying to be where everybody else is. You don't want to be the odd one out. Because it's never good. Okay, so somebody took out 2 of our DPSs, which is most unfortunate. Like, it's stuck. Is this a safe space? Doesn't look like a safe space here. Ooh, I'm so glad I was in the right location. My goodness. Some of my alliance is not. So, we're just fighting. This is a big ass dragon alongside, if you're wondering what the hell we're hitting at. Alright, so I'll kind of give some commentary. So, one of the 2 DPSs were revived, so we're good. And we're just trying to run away from, obviously, glowy ground is very bad. Very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Like it could literally knock you off the ship and you're dead. So that's not Take the spikes come up. Alright, I'm glad they know not to be near us with this. Out of the little shiny ground there. Keep myself alive, and I think the one that kind of looks like little roasted or dark like that, I think that's a bad area to stand in. Alright. That would hurt if we were in the wrong spot. But I'm a tank, so I stay in the forefront. I try to. And I died. Because I was not in the correct spot. That's okay, because I got revived. I thought I had, there is this one attack that, or the status that I can have, as a Dark Knight, where like if you get taken out, you get a buff from it. Don't you love the scenery in this game? It's just so odd. We're hanging with Kate Sith, if y'all remember Kate Sith from earlier Final Fantasies. We're just running through this area. Launching through these little mini tunnels here. So, I'm just helping out. I'm going to be more powerful as a tank. Put up with attacks a lot more. So I just have to cluster some of myself. So, help. Attacking that particular void crystal, but that flying eyeball that's right here, yeah. What happened to me? I think it landed on top of me. Hey. Oh no, I got petrified. Not anymore. So there's a dragon. And I'm attacking the dragon, but you have to go away, bye-bye. I like the music in this stage too. Oh, well, someone in one of the parties is just like, I love you all. we're all doing good together, you know? This is a good time. We're having a good run. Erdiad Hollow. And someone else in the party's like, are we required to love you back? The response was yes. Someone's like, you can opt out at any time. I love that we can have banter here. Someone was like, nah, buy my OnlyFans and I'll think about it. Oh my god, I love this game. So Sylvia's like, oh, am I that unlovable? I don't even want to respond because I'm so psyched on a controller, so. So the enemy's like, dance with me, transfer me. I ain't doing nothing. Ooh. It was one, I touched the right thing. The transaction. That looks like that's the nerd. Alright. So there's these little ads that came up, so I'm just fighting them. I just typed the chat, love ya! That's all I can do on my controller. So we're just kind of trying to keep this guy in the spot where I cast the spell so he can hit, but he's just outside of it now, which is unfortunate. But I can just cast it again, thankfully, so that helps. He just left it. He almost got me, y'all. But he took out one of the DPS's, which helps. Kind of sucks, but it helps. So this bubble, this kind of glowy bubble, is like a water bubble. That's where you can recover your HP if you stand in it. I'm gonna just get out of the AoE. I think that's healthier. I'm trying to stay in that bubble. So we're making good progress. So this enemy is at 13%, so it's almost. Fight it. Okay. My resistance to fire plummets. And I'm gonna charge at him, because that's what we need to do. I can charge him with something. Some loot dropped, I don't need it, so I just passed on this thing. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy at all. But of course I'm gonna finish this raid first. I love all the purple in this dungeon too. What is this? Okay. Proto Ultimate. So I'm gonna set up Salted Earth and literally that little booby trap for him so the longer it stays in there. It's just gonna take damage. I like the battle music for Ultimate also. This is pretty epic, like, it's what I would expect to hear if I'm fighting something called the Ultimate Weapon. Right? So we're all stacking, because we all know what that means to stack, stack, stack away. And now we disperse. Now we all bunch here for a reason, so we stay alive. Nah, you're not gonna. No. Okay. That would have hurt. That would have took somebody out if they were standing in that. So, as a tank, it is my pleasure and duty to take these things out that he just I'm just attacking this thing. So we're gonna have to attack these Aether collectors here, because the more that we leave after a certain point, the stronger its all-out attack is gonna be, and it's gonna hurt. So yeah, I'm gonna go over and help them take these out. All 24 of us working together. Yeah, I think we got this. Oh, that's supposed to hurt because it's hidden. And I think there's another Dark Knight here, so that makes me happy. Someone said sunglasses. They just said sunglasses. People just say stuff in chat sometimes. I don't understand. So we're gonna fight the Queen of Darkness. This would be some pretty sick cosplay. Finger is just kind of cool. Go to the main area. So I'm just hoping, you know, trying to be in the forefront of things, getting in between her and everyone else, diverting aggro to myself as much as possible. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Got that double layer nonsense going on. So you see there's another Dark Knight, probably in one of the other alliances, that is so great to overlap. To attack the ad, and we did. We did good. Because if we didn't attack that ad, we'd all die. And I think she sends out another one, so we're gonna have to fight. She's like, you still refuse to dim and submit? Let's try another tactic. So we're just attacking. Alright, so now we have to fight these ads. These like little court jesters over here. I'm attacking one of them along with the group here. We gotta take them out. Really have to make sure we take these out. She put out a lot of ads at one show. And we were nice and protected. Kind of keeping on with us. So I just put in a combo of a bunch of advanced techniques on her just to do it. She is really pissed that we're not dead yet. She's talking about the trash in this battle. And the important part, of course, is always to stay out of the little area. Alright, if we're stacking, we gotta stack together right here, right here, right here. I'm gonna cast all for her so she doesn't move past right now. Alright, got her. I'm just being very tanky and in her face right now. Awesome. What do we do? That ain't done, y'all. There's another. Hi, Diablo. I don't know what I would do. Battle because I ran out of my food bowl. So we're fighting Diablo. Basically, that was his lady that we just killed, so he's really pissed off. So now we're gonna attack the Death Gate because that's what will give him powers to Alpha. See, she's still laying there. Salted earth, just to kind of curse the ground he walks on it, or hovers over it. I did not cast it there, now I got it into that way. Nice little combo on this side. And Diablo to just that, 36%. Almost done. Are we supposed to be over there? I feel like we were supposed to go over there. I'm glad I wasn't over there. A light gate. Sure, it's not to our benefit. We're just attacking this again and again, and it's gauge refills on us, and it's doing it again. So we're just attacking it again and again. And then it came back again. I think we're supposed to get the best. And then maybe the life gate will finally be taken down. There we go. Maybe the life will stay gone. There's a life gate. someone in the party was like, it's literally a door boss. Not even a boss, it's a door. Love it. Is it a door if it's a jar? And someone's like a door. I love the in-game dance. Prison and weaken me more than I imagine. Ooh, he brought it for a worker. I don't know if I need to jump up like that, but I have to. So the other Dark Knight also casted Fall to Earth, so where there's damage is going to be a hot spot for them, so I'm trying to keep them there. Trying not to spin the boss, that is not what people are saying. But people do it, I've done it, I need to do it. Status affliction that's making me crazy here. I'm fighting. I think people are stacking earlier for me. Oh, it's something called hysteria that I was under. How fitting, because I couldn't control my character. Kills Diablo though, because he's at 47%. I didn't know that I needed 2 more AK. So we know. Diablo's just throwing a lot at us right now. Oh, I got killed. That's a bullet. That was like... Got it! And I leveled up, y'all! Yes! Because the magic of the purple controller. Yay! Nice. Dunscape complete as a tank. I don't know if I did that one as a tank before. But I'm happy. I need to give a commendation. They made me that. Nice. Any cool... Ooh, I don't have that one. I'm gonna say I am not getting that one. So everybody, let me go. And yeah, that's it, I guess. And I got 3 player commendations on. Oh, it's a good sign. Oh, I love it. That's good. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, I like the music in It'll Shire. It's cute. It is 7. Oh, lucky. I love it. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Alright. That's cool. Send back Tesla. This is I forget who used to be in this, who used to inhabit this area, but it was abandoned and it was taken over by goblins. Like Olmec's right here. Goblins. Quick lock. Anyway, let's talk to Hildebrand a little more. See what's going on with this man at. He's like, this is a testament to, you know, camaraderie between the Gobby folk, the goblins. He's like, so glad we're not being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins, and the other ones. And now she's like, they're no match for Lady Julianne and her pan, right? Julianne is his mama. And she's like, oh my god. So the Inquisitor is like, I'm going to interject here. So I guess they want to split up and talk to the people in Idleshire. Hi, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Just missed a fantastic battle. That awesome alliance raid that went well. Now we're just trying to help Inspector Hildebrand, the gentleman inspector, find out what's up with this man that he adopted. I wonder if I'll run into Godbird again. But I think he's just off doing whatever. So So we're just looking around here and we're just trying to find out. Let's see. Alright. Just gathering info. Nothing life-shattering though. How's your evening going, Joe? Like all the purple, matching the purple controller. And the tie and the shirt. And the pins and the socks too. I'm not gonna do that again. Too stretching. Alright. Now we're gonna find a second Hildebrand. And it turned green, so I'm wondering if we're gonna actually get to something awesome. Yup, we got it all perfectly. Alright, so let's see what Inspector Hildebrand has to say now. So that's a goblin, or gobby folk. Hildebrand's like, we need a testimony of a concerned citizen that can direct us to the villain's precise location. They're basically a bunch of like guys going around and they're pretending to be temple knights, which are these esteemed knights, but they're just a bunch of clown artists and thieves and killers, so we're trying to find them. And somewhere along the way we're hoping to figure out who this little mammoth is. And then his mom's along for the ride to be like, listen, you done went crazy. You're talking about you have a son that's a mammoth, it's not even a person, okay? And then you're playing Inspector. She's like, come home now. She's like, no, Mom, you're gonna see the great work I do. So, alright. That's Gigi, his son. He calls him Papa Hildy. I'm like, Papa Hildy, I like this place. You and Mama Nashi should live here. Nashi's the girl in pink, the cat girl in pink with the tail. And Hildebrand's like, He's like, this community has an enlightened free society here. Anybody happen to see a gazebo on the way in? So he was sleeping in a gazebo. Okay. Something's wrong with him. Oh, so there's another goblin, Slowfix. And he's like, oh, it's Hildebrand. Oh, it's Slowfix coin tossing. Or, no, Slowfix coin toss. They have very literal sounding names. And now she's like, you know this guy? Like, so Master Slowfix, I guess, was his first employer. So, I like how they talk. So I guess Hildebrand helped him back in the day when he was just starting as an inspector, so they're friends. And the woman with her arms folded, that's his mama. She's probably like, this is all bullshit. Come home. She's not buying it. She's like, oh, I remember the good times. And now she's like, no busy deals for the wicked. Yeah. That's how goblins or gobby folk talk. No busy deals for the wicked. Like, we don't talk to wicked people is how that's what it means. So that's the mom, the one with the pigtails. She's like, yeah, no busy deals indeed. And then Hildebrand's like, alright, well, besides this lovely anecdote, he was like, this is great. He's like, I love how you guys turn this place around. So Slowfix was like, yeah, we come a long way. Gigi seems to know this place. Like, he lost his memory and he seems to know this place. And Hildebrand's like, my son Gigi's grown fond of the city, so I'd like to stay here with him. Slowfix was like, why are you gonna live in a gazebo? There's a good house right behind you. Because, sir, he was living in a gazebo before. In someone's gazebo. when his dad had a whole house, because he's crazy. That's why he's asking about a gazebo. It's not a house. So Slowfix was like, come on, like, you're a gentleman. Like, you shouldn't sleep out in a gazebo. You should be in a building. So Gigi's, like, happy because Nashu's his mom, and then Gigi, and then Hildebrand is the father. So he's like, Mommy and Daddy. So Hildebrand's happy now that he has a place. And Slowfix was like, oh, no need for teary-eyed tongue claps. Like, no need to be cheerful and thankful. So, I guess that's his place now. But Gigi does not remember their origin. So Gigi's going to draw a family crest. This is their home now. And Hildebrand's like, yeah, go for it. The mom's like, alright, now he's gotten himself a damn gazebo. He thinks I'm going to let him keep playing at being a father. She is not buying any of this. She's like, this is stupid. You need to get your ass home now. This is a stupid game, and no. He's gonna take the family crest. Why are we on the lookout? Is this our house? What are we looking for? Mom's ready to fight. I think the mom's a pugilist, pretty sure. Yay! I take a screenshot of it. What y'all think of that family crest? Isn't it pretty? It's the thought that counts. Why are they in the rain right now, though? No sign of the Grand Sirs. Wonder what's going to happen. That's a house. I don't know why they keep calling it a gazebo. Don't trust anyone over 60 is what this is called? Okay. So Hildebrand's like, much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I could use some tea. Yo, me too. But anyway. Alright, so Nashi sees people who've been watching us for like a while. I think they were over back in Ishgar too. And Hildebrand's like, it's normal for my fans, you know, they're just in awe of my greatness. And the Inquisitor, who's Seer, she's like, or maybe, just maybe, they're the grand bloody Seers we've been looking for. They're getting away. So go get them. Which might be a fight, let's see, I hope so. So these cute times are sad tonight. I can fly there. I'm gonna fly. Let's pick... Let's see what mods I have. Which one haven't I shown y'all yet? I mean, it's not a new one. I had this from Stormblood, but this is the old. Cool, right? That's the old. Very purple. Kind of goes with the theme. Please tell me I can fly in here. I cannot see. Hold on. I am missing some in dear Idleshire. Interesting. So there's certain war points I had to collect in order to be able to fly in an area, and apparently I've been too lucky. Labyrinthos? Interesting. Anyway. Alright. Enough. Enough. I think it can work somewhere. Oh, we're up there. It's pretty close. That's how you do it. But for real, Irvanian hinterlands, I can't fly? I don't know if that's accurate. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Maybe it's where it was. I don't know. But what I can tell you is let's get that yo back out. Yeah. Nice and purple. Majestic. Yo. Shortest flight ever, but at least I'll get to see it. Bye-bye. Alright. So Hildebrand's like, hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You've nowhere to run. Reveal yourself at once. This man cannot fight. I don't know why he's talking shit. He can. I guess because the Warrior of Light is there. So he's like, I shall not ask you again. Name yourself an answer for your misdeed. I wonder if they're even back. I don't know who this is, y'all. Orlin. Says he's a slayer of 1,000 worms, a silver spear which has pierced the very heavens. Spark, master of magic, ancient and awesome, divine hand which has defeated all maladies and continents. Alright. Cool. Pretty potent guy. And they are the Grand Slayers. She's like, I don't know whether to laugh or cry, maybe both. That's cold. They might be really powerful, but why are they sneaking around though? He's like, grandsires, you're accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses and inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, and come on behalf of these poor, blah, 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 blah. He's saying his grand speech, surrender. And Orlin's like, huh, the audacity. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. I get this tune in that fight. He's even. He's like, you will rue the day and rue it hard. That looks really impressive. He's like, God, how I've missed this. Here. He was like, oh, it's on a day like this when we met, when we soared into the skies and never truly came back down. Who does he remember? He's like, do my eyes deceive? Pigs me of my heart? If he's remembering a love, his wife or something? Like, oh my beloved, I've waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher and higher. I wonder if that's her and not some creature. Higher, higher, higher. Aw, they're in love, but I wonder if that's actually her or something else. Did he die? Those lilies there are like where you put at a grave. He's like, ah, poor Erland. I knew him not the slightest, but he seemed decent. Yo. Are we supposed to? I don't understand if we're supposed to know him or not. He went up and the spirit didn't. So he died up there? Oof. Damn. He died up there? And he died before he fell back down? Can't they bear the rest of him? And Sarah's like, wait, I've seen this before. He's only mostly dead. Wait, he actually could be saved. I don't know how. He went up pretty high. Pretty high. Master of Magics. Help him out. Probably all looking at him like, magic your friend back to health. Any day now. He's like, oh, y'all met me? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. I bet he's glamour magic. He doesn't even know how to use magic, I guess. I bet it's all glamour, which is like fake. So he's just stammering out words that don't make sense. Foes? I thought y'all were friends. Yo, he's snoring and sleeping, standing up. Yo. He's like, oh, my back. He's like, I seemed I underestimated y'all. And Seer's like, that makes two of us. And someone's like, hey, leave him be. Leave him be or hurt the mammoth? Aw, Gigi. Who's this person? Oh, she was one of the women that we saw out there. She was following us around. Her name is Doris. Bearer of faces fair and fearsome. Oh, I guess she's part of their weird-ass troop, huh? He's like, you really think we're gonna see through your ridiculous-ass disguises? And Doris was like, yeah, we lured you into our trap. What he's trying to do, he's trying to cure him. I bet he's just casting a bunch of cure ones instead of like the better, stronger formula. So Doris has us in her perfectly laid out trap with one of her own friends falling asleep standing up. Doris is like, we don't want to hurt the boy, but we need to help to reclaim our youth. She gonna throw a bomb at us? That's good. She was like, damn it, I can't see. I bet they're still there. How much you want to bet they're still there? They didn't run fast enough. She's like, damn, they're very slowly getting... That's good. Now, he could bust out of there. Be serious. You shall find him. He's right there. Oh my god. Whatever. This is like the most pathetic getaway I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, y'all. Let me make sure. Talk to Hildebrand. So I guess we're not gonna chase after them and they're right there. So everyone's like, listen, we just gotta go after them. They're not even running, they're walking. They're not even power walking away. Okay? They're not far. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh shit. Shiny cousin. Alright. I think I'll pick this a couple more steps. Cool. Let's see. We shouldn't be hiding. We can literally probably walk up to it and take the boy out and leave. Okay, so they're basically hiding behind the shrubbery, just waiting for an opportune moment. So when the seer who's in blue, she's like, we could just ambush the dragoons because they can't even fight anyway. And Hildebrand's like, no, we have to do this with honor and virtue. And just like give him a good shove and then open the door and let him out. So his idea is to strip them naked instead and like take their armor. He don't like clothes. He got that from his father, apparently. Oh my god. Nah, that's not worth my time. Let's see where we can take this. This scenery is really nice over here. Yo, Orlin. Like, I knew you. Wait. He's like, I knew you would wait. Who are you again? Sounds familiar about you. I don't know. Can you massage my shoulders? Bro. What? I'm like, oh, thanks, young lady. You're a saint. He's like, oh, little things you appreciate. My wife used to help, my departed wife used to help with my armor. He's like, oh, I should be seated. I helped him remove his armor after giving him a massage. He's like, oh, okay, so this is giving this. Why does the Hildebrand quest always involve nudity and massages? Like, either. Like, harder, close your eyes and dream. See, this is the stuff that Jao comes on to see. You have to massage him again multiple times. And he's nodding off in the grass. Ooh. So he's basically at the mercy of. He's at the mercy of the beast. So there's all these animals and stuff crawling around, and he's pretty much just gonna be at their mercy. So they can pick him apart, eat him, things like that. This thing here, he's at his mercy. La, la, la. We gave the armor over. So I guess Hildebrand was trying to like take the guy's armor and pretend to be him. That's not a plan. Like, it's so much effort from very clearly unskilled fighters and adventurers. Never mind their age. He's snoring too. I don't want to hear any more snoring. Is it time for dinner? What? Doris was like, you just ate, you daft bugger. Like, where's Orland? Wow. Why are we even plotting? You just need to just walk in and be like, we are taking Gigi back. Like, I don't understand what they're fighting. Like, he's snoring. The other one is sleeping standing up. Now he has no armor on top of that. And Doris is just a fool anyway. Like, why is he even a challenge? Oh. Oh, it's Hildebrand, that's right. He's like, greetings, I've returned. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. But they're stupid, so maybe it might work. She's, well, she says it's about time. Even Hildebrand's like, wow, you're dumber than me. Gigi's so happy. Pack up your things. Let's go back on the road in 10 minutes. So Hildebrand's like, well, before that, let's release Gigi. It's unbecoming for a gentleman to keep children in cages. Doris is like, what the hell are you blabbering about? He's gonna get away. This whole time, she still doesn't realize it's not her friend. No, he won't. See, he's still here. On an unrelated note, let's head in this other direction. And she's just like, I can't believe it's working. He's just gonna walk out with Gigi. And Julian's like, huh, so far so good. I'm telling the dude woke up. Oh. Orland's like, I'm cold and there's more bulls after me. It's because you're in your underwear, honey. If they're that stupid, he can call the dude an imposter. I mean, really. He's horrified. Call him an imposter. He seems senile, this guy, like dead serious, because he didn't know what was going on. He's like, I'm me, but you're also me. That can't be enough. This is it. He's like, oh, my life is flashing towards me. It's flashing before my eyes. Even he doesn't believe he's himself. This is ridiculous. Listen, Hildebrand is a genius compared to these three. The grand stairs, huh? Not so grand. It's that stupidity. He's like, you're an imposter. How dare you attempt to trick me? Wow. Wow. Just wow. He's like, I realize this dude is so dumb he thinks he's dead. No, this is wild. Alright, Gigi, come on. This is so ridiculous. Like, this is why Hildebrand, like, gets his good reputation. Like, just this, the craziest things just fall together. So Doris is like, Vivi, wait. Vivi. And Hildebrand's like, son, what's gotten into you? And Gigi's like, Vivi? Where have I heard that name before? And Doris is like, remember who you are, Vivi. The creation of the great Charlian Archmage's Quan. Grandpa Quan. Whoa. Okay. So, what does that mean? I wonder. So Hildebrand's like, what do you remember, son? So Grandpa Quan created them, raised them, and then he abandoned. Then Quan abandoned Gigi, or Vivi. Doris was like, well, he thought you were flawed. You lacked power to turn back time and make him young again. So he cast you out and died all alone. So he was like, turn back the hands of time? He's like, wait, if you do it to a vase, you could do it to a person? And you're like, you guys couldn't possibly know Archmage's Quan. And Doris was like, oh, we found his journals. Okay. Right. So they couldn't find work. And they were having a tough time, so they found all these old relics with information from Archmage's Quan to help them make this mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime or optimal state. She's like, I don't even know if this constitutes as heresy. This is wild, though. She's like, you almost ruined everything when you pulled Vivi from the snow. And Doris is like, Vivi, listen, come with us and we can help you unlock your true potential. Can you imagine if you mastered your magic? You can even restore life to Archmage's Quan. And Gigi's like, no, Vivi? She was like, impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. I bet you can animate a corpse. And I need not tell you that, necromancy is an abomination. Aw, Gigi's gonna go. What about her adventures, Gigi? Gigi's like, you've always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I'll forever be grateful, but Grandpa Quan made me, and I miss him, so even if it fails, I have to try. Aww. So Vivi, or Gigi, is gonna go with them, so he can get his grandpa back. Like, we have to stop them. And Hildebrand's like, you know what, we gotta respect Gigi's decision. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get his grandpa back. So Julian's like, that's it? You just gonna and now you're gonna give him come back home? And Hildebrand's like, I made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector. And like, he's my flesh and blood, my son. I can't let him use his temporal magic to convert the natural order. I'm his father. I have to make sure he's on the righteous path. His mom's about sick of his shit. So sick of it. Alright. So the brand's like, thank you. Please stop pursuing the grand search for a time. And let me see if we can get him to come back to us peacefully. And Sarah's like, I guess. I can't arrest nobody for heresy, so whatever. So everyone else is kind of getting up together. So that's Hildebrand's mom. She's like, well, I guess it'd been a shame if we gave up that easy, but that means I gotta stick around even longer, and she does not want to do that. If that man has really got the power to make them young again, then... Like I said, Sarah's like, I suspend my pursuit, but doesn't mean I'm not going to continue investigating the mammoth. So we're going to go to Foundation. I'm going to work back there. And, y'all, it has been real. But I think I'm gonna button it up or wrap it means this little portion is done. So he's like, oh, I see you saw fit to return to the capital too. My interest is nothing more than professional. That's it. Just trying to be professional. Not getting personal with me a minute. I thought that was it. End of the chapter, y'all. That's cute. I'm gonna end there. Pretty cute. Alright. Alright, y'all. Here. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. Now I'm gonna wrap this up. I think we're good to go here. Alright, oh, she's smiling. So, alright, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm honestly getting a little hungry, a little tired. But I've had an awesome time. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for joining Final Fantasy 14 Fridays at 4. First one of 2023. I'm happy. I have this controller. Start playing and being more purple. So yeah, thanks for joining. Special shout out to Prince Latif, Chuckles the Hut, and Jao Belliano. So thank y'all for stopping in. Thank you to anybody who stopped in, lurked. All cool. Very happy to see everybody. And thanks for joining me. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. And my Square Enix username, also all Lady Krystalin. It's very easy to find me everywhere. So I will be here every Friday at 4. That's always been a thing. We're gonna of course keep that going through the new year. I'm really thinking that probably we can start adding a second night Thursday. I think I can cement Thursday for at least a little bit. But yeah, so this weekend I'm gonna have a bit of time freed up, so you know I might pop through this weekend a little extra. We'll see. I might do a crafting stream. Who knows? If y'all have interest, or you know, we'll see. But I just love this emote. She's so cute when she does it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the night. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Have fun, and if you're not following yet, give a follow. That'd be awesome. I'll give very special thanks, heart, to my first sub, whoever you are. No pressure with that at all. But I am so happy to have 44 followers. That's really awesome. So, yeah, so thanks again for joining. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I always post like really cool G-pose shots, and you know, maybe I might put some more of me. We'll see. And yeah, so have a great rest of your night. Get rest. I hope you have awesome food, awesome rest this weekend, and be around really cool people. So, all right. So have an awesome night. Let me transition out. Good night. And enjoy your weekend. Thanks for stopping by, y'all.